Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be back with you. This time we'll be chatting about racing at Hollywoodbets Durbanville on Saturday, the 5th of October. We've got 10 races in store. Head on over to our YouTube channel. Give us a like, give us a follow. We did speak to a number of jockeys as to what they like in terms of their rides come Saturday at Hollywoodbets Durbanville in the Western Cape. A big thank you to Richard Fareem. A big thank you to Anthony Andrews, to Grant Van Niekerk and to Louis Mkotwa. They certainly cover the card in a big way. They've got some good rides on the afternoon, and you'll be able to find their insights on our YouTube channel. All right, so I'm not going to keep you waiting for too long. I know we've got a double header of racing with Turfentine as well. The first race goes off at 12:05. It's the Hollywoodbets Durbanville Welcomes You Maiden Plate. It is for fillies and mares, and they'll line up at the 1,000 meter marker. The betting in the first has number 2, All the Boys I've Loved at 33-10, a first timer. Number 3, Rosa Osiris at 33-10. Number 8, Mrs. Shackleton at 9-2. The 1, Shipandani, great price, 11-2, and it's 6-1 and better those. Now, I went to the front of the computer form just to see what Lucinda Woodruff had to say about this first timer. All the Boys I've Loved. Thank you to Lucy. Did say a nice filly, can run well if not too green. It's good to see that Dane and Lauren Peterson are involved over here when it comes to this daughter, Master of My Fate. And yeah, Richard Fourie said he has been able to work her back at home. Obviously, a good draw is going to help her. If she's not too green, I'm sure she'll be in the firing line. There's so many other horses that you can make a case for that are going to improve. Number 3's got to have some sort of a chance, the daughter of Karari. Gareth Wright gets the ride for Michelle Ricks and Harold Crawford. Some very good form in KwaZulu-Natal. If she handles Hollywoodbets Durbanville, she'll go very close as well. But when I've had a look at the betting, I've had a good look at the race, I think all the value lies with number 1, Shipandani. Been off the track 132 days. I see Andre Nel has confirmed that this individual, the daughter of One World, has improved. Got at 1 draw. Corne Orfa doing exceptionally well as the leading up into the summer festival here in Cape Town. So I think all systems go when it comes to number 1, Shipandani. 11-2 is a massive price. Put up that slide. That's how we're going to start the day off. We're going to go and back this horse as an each way bet at 11-2. We can't get hurt. Hopefully she has made that necessary improvement back at home, and she'll go very close to winning from a good draw. There's been quite a bit of money around for her a few times. First time out, they rumoured her to go very close to winning. She was very green. She moved up. She showed speed and then just got tired into the closing stages. She's been freshened up. She's been off the track 132 days, and I certainly believe we'll get a big run for our money in the first race here at Hollywoodbets Durbanville. Let's move along. Let's go to race number 2. The second race is where the bar pot starts. It's the Follow Cape Racing on social media. It's a maiden plate. They'll line up again at the 1,000 meter marker. You need to be on at 12:40. What is the market doing? Anti-post betting tells us number 5, Krim, is at 28-10. Number 6, Cork Bay is at 28-10. Number 2, Fencing Captain at 3-1. And it's 5-1 and better those. It's a great race. I really like this horse, number 6, Cork Bay. He was very green first time out. He was as green as grass, as they would say. He was running all over the show. He darted to the inside fence, and once that penny started to drop, you could see he was taking off nicely into the closing stages. Now that he knows quite a bit more about it, I know he's galloped at Hollywoodbets Durbanville. 28-10 for me is a big price about this 3-year-old colt, the son of Rafif. I've tipped a bar pot. I think that's where we're going to make some money on this Saturday afternoon. I'm going to spend 320 Rand. Put up that slide. Let's see what I'm doing. First leg, I'm going 2 and 6. So 2, Fencing Captain, and number 6, Cork Bay. Second leg, we'll go 8 and 9. By 1, 3, 8 and 10. By 5 and 14. By 2 and 3. By 2, 4, 7, 9 and 11. If you're going to take a full unit, it should cost you in the region of 320 Rand. So we move along to race number 3. This is where the place accumulator starts. It's the Cape Racing Sales. It's a maiden plate for fillies and mares. They'll line up at the 12:50. You need to be on at 1:15. The favourites, number 9, Special Glamour, at 17-10. Number 8, Champagne Kisses, at 28-10. And it's 6-1 and better those. There's quite a few well-bred first-timers in the race. You know who I'm talking about. Number 3, Beach Queen, the daughter of Gimme the Green Light out of the Dynasty mare Beach Beauty. Probably a horse we can follow from this run. I'm not sure she's ready to win it, but I certainly believe that she will be a filly that'll be ready to win in her next 2 or 3 starts. So watch for the market, watch her in the parade ring, and watch her move down to the start. I think the only way to make money when it comes to race number 3, obviously taking the place accumulators, And I think the swinger. Let's go and take the swinger 8 and 9. Champagne Kisses and number 9, Special Glamour. I want to chat about Champagne Kisses. I'm of the opinion she didn't stay last time out. I like the fact that Justin Snaith has brought her back in trip. Richard Fourie sticks with her. He would have learnt a lot about this daughter of Vercingetorix last time out. She's a good-looking filly. She's very athletic. And now that she's dropped to a suitable trip, I think you'll get a big run for your money. And 9, Special Glamour, well, she did everything right on debut. She was staying on beautifully into the closing stages. She was only beaten 2 lengths by a very smart filly in the form of Golden Angel. One can only think that she's going to improve with natural improvement. So those are the 2 horses I'm going to focus on, 8 and 9, and we're going to go and take the swinger when it comes to race number 3. The first leg of the pick 6 starts now in race number 4. It's the CRS Breeze Up, an unbroken 2-year-old sale on the 27th of October. It's a maiden plate. You need to be on at 13.50. They'll line up at the 12.50 meter mark. Favorites number 1, Cumbra Vieja at 5-2. The 8 Zeitz at 4-1. 3 Sir Korskis at 9-2. And it's 5-1 and better. Those. I'm not sure about Cumbra Vieja. Unfortunately, this horse burnt us in a big way last time out. I thought Richard Fourie had him in the perfect position. Once they swung for home, he went to that inside rail and he found zilch. I'm not sure that there's too many other punters out there that'll be giving him another chance. I do like the fact that he's now dropping back in trip. Maybe back to basics, that's what we need to do. Hit the restart button. Grant van Niekerk's upbeat about his chances. He's doing well back at home. He's got the draw again. All he needs to do is bring his best form to the races and he'll go very close to winning number 1, Cumbra Vieja. So from my side, we're prepared to give him one more chance. Absolute last chance for Cumbra Vieja. There's dangers though. Number 3, Sir Korski, magnificent run on debut, was only beaten just under 2 lengths, but let it be said, Anthony Andrews did confirm with me for Perfectly Placed that this horse is doing very well back at home, so you need to include that individual. And then Zeitz, talk about impressive first runs. Number 8, Zeitz, the 3-year-old son of Vercingetorix. He was very green first time out. He came from a long way back and he was staying on beautifully into the closing stages. I'm sure he's made the necessary improvements. The further he goes in time, he's going to be a horse that we need to watch closely. And now that he's had that first run under the belt, I certainly believe that he'll press them all the way down to the line. Being the first leg of the pick 6 race number 4, I've tipped a pick 6. I'm going to spend 960 Rand. First leg, we're going 1, 3, 8 and 10, by 2, 5, 8 and 14, by 2 and 3, by 2, 4, 6, 7, 9 and 11, by 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8. And the last day we're going to take our chances and banker number 1. Race number 5 is the first jackpot. This is the Race Cape powered by Hollywood Bets. It's a maiden plate for fillies and mares. They'll line up at the 1400 meter marker. 14.25 is the off time. The favorite is number 8, Wild Applause at 15-10. Number 5, Berry's Boogie at 33-10. 14, Tuscan Romance at 4-1. And it's 8-1 and better. Those. It's a cracking race. There's lots of form over here. Let's chat about number 8, Wild Applause, the favorite first. Richard Fourie gets the ride for Justin Snaith. Did everything right on debut as well, ran second to a very nice horse in the form of My Sensation. If she can beat a tricky draw, she'll be competitive, and I can see why punters are prepared to dive in at 15-10. All she needs to do is make that necessary improvements from run 1 to run 2, and she'll be bang there. 5, Berry's Boogie. I know there was lots of money around and there was lots of talk around first time for this daughter of Churchill. She was awfully green. Unfortunately, she got lost midway through the bend at Hollywood Bets Durbanville. Once she slowly started to learn what she needed to do, she picked it up beautifully into the closing stages. She's a serious filly, this daughter of Churchill. I'm going to include her into all my bets, and I think she'll give you a big run from a win aspect as well. She's drawn perfectly. She steps up in trip. Once she goes a mile and even 1800 meters, you're going to see the best of number 5, Berry's Boogie. And then 14, Tuscan Romance. I spoke to Louis Mkotwa, and he's of the opinion if she can beat the draw and she doesn't have to work too much in the early parts of the race, she'll be right there as well. They rate this daughter Master of My Fate, and she's got some very good form. I've narrowed it down to those 3 horses. I can't see anything else coming to upset them. So those are probably the 3 horses we need to focus on when it comes to race number 5. Now that I've had a look at the market for the first time when I previewed the show, I think we're going to go and back this horse, Berry's Boogie. There's lots of value, 33-10, hoping she's made that necessary improvement. The fact that she steps up in trip, I think we'll get a big run for our money here in race number 5. All right, let's move along to race number 6. It's the Cape Turf Club Syndicates. It's a Cape D Stakes over 1400 meters. 3 o'clock is the off time. Favorites number 2, Hang Out the Stars at 2-1. 3, Fly to Rio at 3-1. 12 Trey Chic at 4 to 1, and you're getting 12 to 1 and better those. 2 Hang Out the Stars. Good run last time out. I'm not sure about the form lines. We know that Jet Green was very disappointing in awful conditions at Hollywood Bets Durbanville, being the last race last weekend. She's got a chance. She'll be there for nothing. She's got the services of Richard Fourie, who knows her very well. She must have some sort of a winning chance. I'm not sure I'll be diving in at 2 to 1. 3 Fly to Rio. She won a super race last time out. She hooked out. She made her run to the outside fence, and she quickened up smartly to beat Nile the Boss. Grant van Niekerk and Greg Enyen, they closed off racing with Veronique last weekend. 3 Fly to Rio must have an outstanding winning chance again. It looks to be the perfect race for her to go bang, bang. And I see there's been a little bit of support for number 12, Trey Chic. You need to watch her going down to the start. She can be quirky, she can take a bit of a hold, she needs to relax, and this wide barrier gate is not going to make life easy for Trey Chic. Those are the only 3 horses that I can see winning race number 6. What are we going to do? How are we going to make some running? I'm going to go and back Fly to Rio. Grant van Niekerk just needs to sit, wait as long as possible, hopefully make his run towards the middle outsider game, in hope that the speed is on in the early parts of the race, and I think she'll be far too good for them. A decent price as well, 3 to 1, about number 3, Fly to Rio. So let's go to the tote, let's go to the bookmaker, and let's go and back this individual on the nose. Let's go to race number 7, where the second jackpot starts. Race number 7 is the Team Blue Syndicate. It's a class 4. It goes off at 15:35. It's over 1,400 meters. Favorites number 9, One Liner at 15 to 4. Number 7, Boundless Energy at 4 to 1. 4, Please Be True at 9 to 2. The 2, Daz Goot at 11 to 2. And it's 7 to 1 and better. It's a wide open race. I must remind the viewers that the second jackpot starts now. That's probably a bet you want to look at. It can pay some good money, but you can make a case for so many horses in this particular race. Number 2, Daz Goot, loves Hollywood Bets Durbanville. He takes off. He likes coming to the outside fence, and he's got some serious motors or engines on him, should I say. He's got a serious turn of foot, number 2, Daz Goot, and Devon Ashby knows him very well. 4, Please Be True is improving. I like the fact that he's now stepping up in trip. He's a very good-looking son of One World, and the sky could be the limit. He was very green last time out. He was kind of wheel spinning for the last 200-300 meters of the race, and all of a sudden he took off in a ticky. So I think he'll be very competitive from a good draw with Richard Fourie for Justin Snaith. 7, Boundless Energy's got to have some sort of a chance. He won a good race last time out. And 9, One Liner. I like the fact that he's stepping up in trip. He's not very big as One Liner, but he can turn it on very quickly. He came from a long way back and he got snared on the post by King of Spin. Gareth Wright gets the ride for Michelle Ricks and of course Harold Crawford. So you need to include that individual. And finally, number 11, Spirits Unite. Well, he makes up the ground and he just finds one to beat him all the time. I've got a funny feeling Grant van Niekerk's going to ride him stone cold and give him every possible chance. So you need to include Spirits Unite as well. Tricky race. I'm not sure how we make money. I'm probably going to go and back Daz Goot. I'm hoping that he can get a smooth run to the outside fence, hoping that the speed's on in the early parts of the race, and he'll be turning it on in a big way when it comes to race number 7. So that's where we're going to try and make some money, the start of Jackpot 2. So race number 8 is a tricky race. It's the Join the Spectacle, www.capeturfclub.co.za. It's a class 4. 4 fillies and mares. They'll line up at the 12.50. It goes off at 10 past 4. Favorites number 2, She's My Captain at 33 to 10. Number 4, Omar Kami's at 5 to 1. 6, La Davina's at 5 to 1 with number 8, Great Cat. And it's 11 to 2 and better those. 2, She's My Captain. She won a great race last time out. She's done everything right in her career. She's a 6-time winner from 28 starts. Richard Fourie knows her very well. She beat a serious horse last time out in the form of Rockapina, and the fact that she's got a good draw, she's going to have a big winning chance. Just having a look at her recent form, she's really done so well for the connection. So well done to Michelle Ricks and to Harold Crawford. That's number 2, She's My Captain. 3, First Masterpiece. I've spoken to one of the owners, Kuben Govender. They're hoping for a big run. She's in a good space back at home. She comes back from a break of 105 days. JP van der Merwe gets the ride for Paddy Graham. 4, Omar Kami. Well, she could be anything. She won a great race at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth back on the 22nd of June. She's been off the track 105 days, and when I watched her win first time out, I put her straight into the black book. She's got a good draw. Grant did say that she's doing very well back at home, and I can easily see her winning quite comfortably here. Number 4, Omar Kami. And then we do need to make reference and chat about number 8, Great Cat as well. A horse that's been there, done that, got the t-shirt. She's as honest as the day is long as number 8, Great Cat, and I know Louis Mkotwa absolutely loves riding her. She's got a tricky draw, which is going to make life a bit difficult for her, but she'll be on the premises from that sort of a draw, and her recent form suggests that she should be amongst the first form. I'm going to take the Swinger. That's probably how we're going to make some money when it comes to race number 8. Let's go with number 2, She's My Captain, and number 4, Omakami. I'm not going to get a pat on the back, unfortunately, but that's how we're going to try and make some money. We're going to go and take those swingers a few times. 2, She's My Captain, and number 4, Omakami. Your bets need to be on at 4:10. We go to race number 9. This is the penultimate race on this 10-race program. The 9th race is the perfectly placed Cape Sea Stakes. It's for fillies and mares, and they line up at the 1600-meter marker. Off time 16:45. The favourites number 5, Pentalina at 5-2. 1, Glee Club at 28-10. Number 6, Kinky Boots at 11-2. And it's 7-1 and better those. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. I really like the look of number 1, Glee Club. I've studied the race at large, and I just can't see why there's been no money around anyway for now. I know it's a pre-recorded show, but 28-10 for me is a massive price. She's a daughter of the United States. She's a one-time winner from 13 starts. Grant Vanica gets the ride for Greg Enyen. I like the fact that she's dropped back to 1600 meters and the blinkers go on. I'm just hoping she always travels smoothly and she battles to go past them that last 200 or 300 meters. Now that she's got the blinkers fitted, her mind should be on the job. Grant Vanica confirmed with me for Perfectly Placed that she's doing very well back at home, and he agrees with me. She's a massive runner. So 28-10 for me. I'm going to go and back this horse on the nose, number 1, Glee Club. Yes, there are 1 or 2 dangers. Dangers being number 4, Grandiosa, and number 5, Pentalina. But short and sweet from Brandon Bailey is we're going to rush off and go and take the 28-10 about number 1, Glee Club. The last race, race number 10, is the Hollywood Bets Bright Future Maiden Plate. It's over 1600 meters. 17:20 is the off time. The Get Out Stakes, as I like to refer to it. Favorites number 3, Happy Days at 4-1. The 7, Joya de Flute at 4-1. 1006 at 9-2 with number 13, Marine Merchant. And it's 7-1 and better those. I'm going with number 3, Happy Days. Race didn't work out for him last time out. Put a big black line through that run. Unfortunately, there was a case of, do we go out, do we go in, do we go up the middle? Things just didn't work out for number 3, Happy Days. He's far better than that. He was beaten 5 lengths by Commander Green. Richard Free gets the ride. The blinkers have been fitted. Good draw. Back in trip to 1600 meters. What more do you want? I'm prepared to go with this horse in a big way at 4-1, number 3, Happy Days. I've spoken to Mr. Marshall a number of times, and they do rate him. He's got the ability. He just needs to put his mind on the job. So 4-1, we can't get hurt. I'm going to go and back him on the nose. The dangers being number 1, 006. He's got a good draw. He's improving with every start, and he now steps up to a trip that's going to suit him in a big way. So big respect for number 1, 006. And then I think we do need to respect number 7, Joya de Flute. He was made to work in the early parts of the race last time out, and he ran a very good third behind a horse that looks to be special, on my honor. He's got a half better draw this afternoon, half decent draw is probably the right terminology. Hoping that he doesn't have to work too hard. He'll be competitive, number 7, Joya de Flute. And then the very well related number 13, Marine Merchants. Draws 13. Life's not going to be easy for this son of Captain Avon. Anthony Andrews rides for Candice Bass Robinson. 2020 Vision, as we all know, has come out to win again. So those form lines have been franked. If he can beat the draw, he could improve in a big way, number 13, Marine Merchants. But that's said and done. I'm going now, as I speak to you, I'm going to start clicking away to go and back Happy Days. I think it's a good price, 4-1 with Richard on board. Okay, that's it from my side. Thank you very much for watching this Perfectly Placed preview. Hoping that we see you at the races on Saturday at Hollywood Bets Durbanville. I'll chat to you from the commentary box. From all of us here at Cape Racing, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.